Welcome to Lerato Talks channel, where you are manifesting with me, Lee, and I'm still on the topic of manifesting, where I get to share my manifestation tips with you according to my experience. So guys, today I want to talk about how to be successful at manifesting. All right, how do we become successful no matter what we use, whether you are using visualization, whether you are using affirmations, whether you are using whatever method in the law of assumption that's helping you, all right, to manifest. But what's the key ingredients that are helping us to be successful at this thing? What eventually gets me the success that I want, right? And one of the thing is, I want to check up like 3 of them or 4, right? But the first one is definitely the art of being patient. Guys, patience is gonna get you far in this law of assumption journey, right? I know that in the beginning, the first thing that we want is I want to affirm and I want to see boom the results. And sometimes with some of the things that you are manifesting intentionally, you are gonna get results like boom out of the blue. I've intentionally wanted stuff and I've gotten them the same day, right? I'd want my someone to take me out on lunch and I manifested for that and it happened, and other stuff, you know, there's stuff that you can manifest for, you'll get them the very same day. But then there's stuff that you are going to, like maybe the story about your SP, you know, where you have more resistance, right? You're going to have to be patient with yourself because you're still learning something new. The law of assumption is something that you really have to understand first and be clear on about, and you might have like limiting beliefs about it, and that contributes to how long or short of a time your manifestation will show up. Guys, it's very important, right? So you have to be patient with yourself, because sometimes you are also going to experience hot and cold behaviors from yourself, from the person that you're trying to manifest, and that doesn't mean you have to give up. It just simply means that, okay, you have to go back and be like, okay, let me go back and let me just recenter myself and let me start all over or continue with the process. So all of that needs patience. You taking up all the knowledge, you applying the knowledge, you seeing results and sometimes not seeing results, that all requires patience. If you're not patient with yourself, you're going to get easily frustrated. Trust me, I know. In the beginning, after I've learned all the information, or I've acquired all the information I could get from every coach that I could possibly get, I would want to apply it and think that my subconscious has already grasped it, but not thinking that I've got so many limiting beliefs from my childhood, from my past relationships and negative experiences that I've had before. Those are things that I'm going to have to be very patient in changing the story. Be patient with myself if I want to change the story about it. And that means repetition. Repetition takes time. Repetition takes time. If you want to replace negativity with positivity, repetition of positive things is going to have to be the main priority. And you're going to have to choose positivity intentionally over negativity up until you see the results. So you being patient is key, right? And another thing is, patience also goes hand in hand with the next point, which is also, if you want to be successful in this journey, you gotta stop looking for evidence in the 3D. So you apply, my partners always say, maybe you're affirming for your SP to call you, né? And then your SP, you're like, oh, I need my SP to call me within 3 days of affirming. For some it might happen, for some it might not. But let's say it doesn't happen in 3 days. Are you now going to be like, this thing doesn't work? Remember, if you say this thing doesn't work, you're going to get the opposite. And the opposite is what you don't want. You want the person to call you, but if you are going to say, I knew they're not going to do it, it means that your dominant beliefs, which are negative, are going to be the one that manifests. If it doesn't manifest in the 3 days that you're affirming, you start looking for evidence, like after day 1 of affirming, you start looking for evidence, like, but where's the phone call? Then you start feeling a little bit disappointed. Then you affirm. Okay, that's good that you affirm besides what's happening in the 3D. But I found that I used to be like that quite a lot. Look for evidence. If I affirmed a lot, if I felt like I affirmed all day, and then a phone call doesn't happen, it means that me being aware that a phone call did not happen is me looking for evidence in the 3D. And that would be very, very frustrating, you guys. It would make me so resentful towards my SP already. I'm like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. It would make me resentful towards the law of assumption journey. Like, oh, I don't deserve this. I would get into my ego mode. And then I'd be like, oh, I don't want this. But knowing very well, I do want this. It's just that I was looking for evidence. If you know that something has happened, if I say that my SP calls me all the time, whether there's evidence in the 3D or not, according to me, it always happens. The only thing that I will do at the end of that day would probably be reflecting, right? So what I would do is that I would go inside and I would reflect on the wonderful conversation that I've had with my SP. So if it's like nighttime and I was affirming for most of the day, and then it comes nighttime and my SP still didn't call me, what I would do is I would like sit on my bed or just lie down on my pillow as I'm about to go to sleep, and I would be like, it's so crazy how me and my SP spoke for hours on end. So I would start thinking of the conversation. I'd create like a dialogue for the both of us. I'd imagine him say something to me, I'd say something to him, and I'd imagine that phone call conversation have happened. And I'd do that for however long I want, you understand? And then it would happen whenever it happens. So I didn't really look for it. No one is ever sure when it's going to show up, you guys. And that is why looking for evidence in the 3D is a waste of time. Just focus on persisting. And what I mean by I don't care about the outcome doesn't mean I don't care about my manifestation or my desire. It means that I do not care when it shows up. All I know is that it will show up. So I'm not going to go looking for it because that takes away my peace, right? And another thing that will help you to be successful at manifesting, you guys, I've noticed is gratitude. Being grateful. Gratitude multiplies blessings. Gratitude multiplies good things in your life. I mean, if somebody kept saying thank you for all the good things, wouldn't you want to continue giving them good things? I would, right? If I had a kid and that kid kept saying, Mommy, thank you for everything that you do for me, I'm going to want to do more for that child. I'm going to want to do more. So sometimes with your affirmations, Nate, try to add gratitude, you know, to the affirmations. Like, I'm so grateful that my SP and I are in a loving, committed relationship. I'm so grateful that I have the money that I want. I'm so grateful that I have the car of my dreams. I'm living in the house of, you know, just be grateful. I'm grateful that I have an abundance of love. I'm grateful that I feel good about myself. I'm grateful that I'm confident. I'm grateful that I'm a master at manifesting. Like, be grateful. Gratitude multiplies things. And you feel good after you express gratitude. You feel very good because you feel like you have something. You can only be grateful for something that you believe you have. And when you believe you have something, it means you have it in abundance. So saying that you are expressing that gratitude is just going to multiply more of it. And soon enough, what you're grateful for, you will see it all around you. So if you want to see your SP or the relationship that you want with your SP, be grateful for what you have before it even pops up. I always say in the law of assumption, you guys, you believe before you see, then you will see. You believe before you see, then you will see. Believe in the unseen up until the unseen becomes seen. How do you show that you believe in the unseen? By gratitude. You say that I'm grateful that I have a phone. You can only be grateful for something that you believe you have. When you do not believe that you have something, you only ever complain. If you are complaining, it means that you believe you don't have something. There's evidence that shows that you don't have something. But if I believe that I have something, it means that I can only ever be grateful for it. I can only ever be thankful that I have it. Thank goodness I have a house. Why? I believe I have it. Thank goodness I feel good about myself. Because why? I believe that I have it. Gratitude is the only way that you can show that you have something. It is the only way that you can that reflects or that proves that you believe that you have something. But if you don't believe that you have something, you will always complain. So when you find yourself complaining, or if you find yourself going through a spell of being upset, ask yourself, if I truly believe that I have this, why am I complaining? Where is this complaining coming from? It's coming from the fact that you don't believe that you have it. Something in you still doesn't believe. So then what do I do after I identify that I still believe that I don't have something? You are going to persist in the affirmation that you have it. So if I'm sick right now, or I've got a headache or whatever is going on, or something broke or my phone broke or whatever, I'm going to affirm that it's well. I'm going to affirm that all my appliances are functioning properly. I've affirmed my microwave working. It was giving problems, and then I'm like, oh, everything in my house, all my appliances function perfectly. And within no time, it was fine again. You know, so you need to like persist in what you want up until what you want shows up, you guys. That's all. So that's the 3 ways that are going to help you to be successful in manifesting, or even more so to enjoy your manifestation journey. It doesn't have to be this boring, choreful thing. You can just make it fun for yourself, because this is going to be your lifestyle. This is the way you're going to choose to live your life. Might as well start to enjoy it, guys. It shouldn't be horrible. It shouldn't be work. It shouldn't be stressful. You can't be manifesting what you want and be stressed about it. That's what I've identified. I've realized that, you know what, why am I so miserable? If I believe that I am the operant power, then why am I always stressed out when I have to think about my desire? Why do I have to feel annoyed at the thought of affirming if this is my way of life? You are creating the life of your dreams where you are the operant power. You need to enjoy the process. But you gotta stop looking for stuff in the 3D. Stop looking for evidence. You gotta start being more grateful, right? And you gotta start being patient with yourself, because this is one thing that you're gonna do for the rest of your life. And that's all the advice that I have for you guys, because it's worked for me. I'm not saying things, preaching to you, and then I'm out here not doing what I tried first. If it works for me, I'll share it. Remember, I'm sharing my experiences with you, and the lessons that I have learned, I am sharing them with you. So I'm not just out here preaching and being insensitive and yelling at you and whatever. It's only because I don't want you guys to give up. I don't want you guys to give up, because I overcame the struggles of this journey, and then I realized that it didn't really have to be or feel like a struggle if this is the way that I'm going to choose to live my life. All right, so guys, thank you for lending me your ears. I'll see you on the other side of consistency. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I am out. Bye bye.